Hi, my name is Rachel. I am 30 years old and I am a special educational needs teacher from Swansea in the United Kingdom. I have been described by my colleagues as energetic, passionate, comical and enthusiastic in everything that I do. I try to see the light no matter how difficult the situation. I am a team player and I'm able to effectively communicate in a range of situations. I like to keep fit by running and cycling. I've entered 3 sprint triathlons this year and I would love to do a half Ironman next year. I'm also enjoying trail running at the moment, and in October I will be running 35 miles around the Gower coast. I enjoy spending time with my friends, visiting markets with my partner and spending as much time outdoors as I can. At 21, I graduated from the University of Wales Trinity St David's with a BH Honours degree in Educational Studies. Learning the philosophies and theories of so many educators made me really question what I wanted to do after my degree. I volunteered in a local primary school, deciding if the next step for me was teaching. I ran intervention groups for pupils with SEN, and I carried out the role of a classroom assistant. I was pushed by the school to do a degree as they saw my teaching potential. So following this, I graduated a year later from Prospero University with a PGCE in Early Education 5 to 11. Alongside this, I was selected to complete Bath's first behaviour specialism. This was the first time the specialism had been established, and after writing an essay with my experiences and my pedagogies towards behaviour, I was selected. My teaching degree has allowed me a brilliant opportunity to work with pupils from a range of backgrounds and of a range of ages. I've taught from 3 to 11 years old, and I've taught pupils who are from different countries, different backgrounds, different home lives, they speak different languages. So each of these opportunities have developed my pedagogy and my understanding of how we can educate children. I'm a firm believer that every child should have the opportunity to education that is tailored to their needs. Not every child will learn one way, and we shouldn't be expecting children to learn in a one size fits all. They're all individual, they all learn different ways. And I've been working the last 4 years in a special educational needs setting. I'm extremely passionate, as you could probably imagine, about working with pupils with SEN. It's my favourite setting. I've always been told that I don't know how you can do this job. By friends, by family, it must be so rewarding. However, to me, it's not rewarding. I think that's the wrong word. I think I would describe it as a pleasure. It is such a pleasure working with pupils who perhaps may not have the longest lifespan. They have conditions where they may not live into their 20s. They may not have the life that perhaps their parents wish for them. However, these pupils, they are just the most happy pupils. They are always wanting to learn. They always want to do their best. They're funny, they're energetic, they're a bit crazy. And it's a pleasure to be a part of their journey. And for me, whatever time I have with them, a year, 2, 3 years, then that to me is the time that I need to do something for them, make their lives more enriching. It's not just I teach them. I am their whole world. I teach them, I support them in their care, I support them in their physios, I talk to their families. We play such a big part in their whole lives. So to me, it's a pleasure to be a part of that, and I'm extremely fortunate that that is my job, and I just adore my job. I would love the opportunity to teach in a specialist setting or a special needs classroom in Australia. I decided that Australia would be the perfect place for me to continue my teaching journey, as we share similar values. We both believe that we should be developing pupils who are lifelong learners, and those that are curious and ask questions about their environment and contribute to their local environments and our countries. I would like to continue my journey in SEN and eventually move into middle leadership so that I can offer support and guidance to new teachers and to stakeholders on special educational needs and how best to support our learners. I've also taken a middle leadership accreditation course to gain this qualification so that I am prepared for my next step. I lead a lot of roles in my current school, such as the Master Numeracy Lead, School Council and Open Orchestra, so I've already had a little taste of leadership in the school. I would also love to step into the role of a special needs coordinator or a similar job title that you have in Australia. This would allow me the opportunity to make sure provisions are in place for the pupils that are in our setting and our school. And I believe I'd be extremely good at this role. I know how children learn best, especially those that have special educational needs. I know what type of support they need and the stakeholders that should be in place for these pupils. So for me in my career, I believe that leadership and a role as a coordinator would be the next steps. Thank you so much for listening to my video. I hope that I hear from you soon. Thank you.